So when I was young, I had no dream or aspiration of becoming a scientist. It was actually something that I grew into when I was going to university and I was pursuing my studies, and I really felt at that point there was a really strong call on my life, just keep working, just keep pursuing. And it wasn't until I actually got into my job as a scientist that I realized I love what I do. We had some moments where I would say I really questioned why I was pursuing education. Ryan and I married young. We had a daughter young, Kaylee, and then we had two more along the way during my PhD. So we actually had 3 kids, and you're a student, really. And so you're not making much money. It's tough to make ends meet, and it's a long road, as I said, right? So there's a lot of days where you're like, what is the plan in this? What is all this education worth if I can't feed my family? But it was a series of trusting moments, right? When I would come to a crossroad where I had to make a decision, there was always one open door. And it was really clear the path I needed to go. And he kept drawing me back to this line of work. And it was a decision I had to make. Am I going to trust him? Am I going to continue? I had the support of my wife and my family, and we chose to do that. So it was a long process, some really trying moments, and I think that's what made it more rewarding in the end. I think really, science is like any other workplace. People are people. People are hurting. People have disappointments. They've had their trust broken. They may be going through very painful, hurtful things. And scientists are just the same, right? Like we ordinary people facing challenges. And when you see people in these moments, it doesn't matter what you do, you want to reach out and offer them hope. That's really, what I want people to hear about, who Jesus is, the one that can change lives, the one that can offer hope in the darkness. And, having a church like Victory where you can invite, people from work, whether it's science or any other, line of work is a pretty special blessing. I often, every Easter, every Christmas, extend invitations to my work group, one-on-one. I just, when you're talking to people and they're telling you about their challenges, that's an opportunity to invite as well. Often I find people appreciate the fact that you're thinking of them and you're trying to make a difference in their life. They don't always come. That's the bottom line. But sometimes they do. And in one case, a student did come, and that was pretty cool for me to see. PhD student in Victory, just hearing about who Jesus is. But I still think that whether they choose to come today, next week, or down the road, whatever, it's you get an opportunity to really show that you care enough to take a risk and invite somebody to come, and they'll remember that.